Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt and I do like video games, and in today's video we're talking about Xbox and in particular what I expect Xbox to release in 2023. So let's get right into the video. And up first, I kind of want to talk a little bit about a rumor that's been going around the past, I guess, day, maybe 2 days, I'm not entirely sure. But it's a rumor concerning Fable from Xbox. And I'm speaking, of course, about the rumor that Playground Games has ditched the Forza Tech engine for Fable and is restarting development in the Unreal Engine. All I know is that when I initially read the tweet, I was like, this is kind of believable, I guess. But then at the end of the tweet, it said that the rumor was from 4chan. And as soon as I read that it was from 4chan, I completely disregarded this rumor. I completely threw it out. And having any sort of rumor come from 4chan is already sort of suspicious, but having a rumor come from 4chan from an anonymous source is just an extra layer of bullshit. But you see a lot of people higher up in the community, a lot of journalists, a lot of people who would have inside info on stuff like this are saying that this rumor is complete BS. And I gotta be honest, I'm inclined to believe them more than some anonymous source from 4chan. And I also want to get it straight that I don't believe that Fable is releasing in 2023. I think it would be amazing. I would love that. I would really, really love that, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we do know that there are games releasing in 2023 for Xbox, and I do think there are some games that are going to release in 2023 for Xbox that haven't really been confirmed yet. And I'm going to go in order from what I think is going to release first to what I think is going to release last this year. And up first, I'm going with a pretty safe bet that I think that Microsoft is going to release Forza Motorsport 8 first this year. I think that's going to be their first big first-party game for 2023. And I don't know that there's a lot to say about this one in particular. I mean, it's a racer, and I expect it to be a pretty damn good racer at that. And I don't think I'm going to buy it myself, but I will definitely check this one out in Game Pass. And up next, we're going to be talking about Redfall, and I actually did just recently make a video about Redfall, talking about, this potential May release date that we're hearing about. And I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you want to check it out in more detail. But in this video, I just want to kind of point out that I think it's probably going to be out before Starfield. I think that's a pretty safe bet. But regardless of when this game comes out, I think it has the potential to be kind of a sleeper hit for Xbox this year. I think a lot of people are letting this one fly under their radar, but I think they're going to be surprised by it when it releases. Arcane's a studio that typically doesn't get the love that I think they deserve. I think they're a very talented studio, probably the most talented studio at Xbox in my personal opinion. They're top tier in level design, they're top tier in environmental storytelling. They do powers in games, like actual powers, better than just about anyone in gaming as far as I'm aware. They really are just an incredibly talented studio. But up next, I want to talk a little bit about Starfield, because I think that's gonna be the biggest game for Xbox in 2023, and I think a lot of you agree with me on that. I feel like Starfield's in the sort of position where it can be mentioned as the most important game in Xbox history. Obviously, you've got something like Halo CE. It's going to be hard to top Halo CE, but Starfield for this generation, for this era of gaming, is the most important thing in Xbox's history. And I think that's a credit to how potentially massive Starfield can be. I think that Starfield can be on the level of Elden Ring. Starfield can be on the level or surpass that of Skyrim. Like, this can be a game that people are playing 10, 20, 30 years from now. This can be a game that takes over the general hive mind of the gaming community as a whole, like Elden Ring did. And me saying this is all well and good, but when does this release? Or at least when does it release in my opinion? And I think it releases before June, believe it or not. And there is new evidence to support this because Bethesda released a support page for Starfield that says that the release window for Starfield will be the first half of 2023. Now that's before June. Alright, I guess technically it would be before July, but whatever, around that time. And I know Todd Howard loves the whole idea of the number 11. Skyrim's release date was 11/11/11. Starfield was supposed to be 11/11/22. 11 plus 11 is 22. Starfield's release date would have been 11 years after Skyrim. Todd Howard's infatuated with 11. But I do think that summertime would be a perfect time to release this kind of game. I mean, a lot of people take time off work for the beginning of summer. You also have kids getting out of school for summer break. I mean, people can really get a chance to sink their teeth into Starfield. And speaking just for me personally, you could release this anytime. You could release this at 11:30 a.m. on any random Tuesday and I'll play the hell out of it. But there is one more game that I want to talk about that I really want to will into existence for 2023, and that is Hellblade 2. And thankfully for me and all the other people who are trying to will this game into existence for 2023, we've got a little bit of hope from a new rumor on Hellblade 2 suggesting that the game will be released in September 23, followed by Avowed launching in 2024. Now, we're not talking about 2024 in this video, we're talking about 2023, and if Hellblade 2 can make a September 2023 release date, then this might be one of my favorite years in Xbox history. And keep in mind, in this video, we're only talking about first-party content for Xbox because we're not even taking into consideration the Xbox Game Pass deals for 2023, which are absolutely insane, by the way. I mean, if we get all these games from first-party in 2023, this is probably the best year for first-party output in Xbox's history. But when you factor in the Xbox Game Pass deals on top of that, I mean, it's easily the best year in Xbox history if we can get all of this stuff. And listen, we need a year like that after what we just went through in 2022. I mean, this was the biggest drought in Xbox history. If we can get a bounce back like this in 2023, that's going to be one for the history books. But go ahead, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're most excited for from Xbox this year, whether it's first party, whether it's something in Game Pass. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Leave a like if you like the video. And if you're enjoying this kind of content, want to stay up to date with it going forward, please consider ringing the notification bell. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, because that's a great way to stay up to date with everything that goes on over here on the channel. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.